Hey guys, as requested, I'm going to review a video by Whitney Peoples, what my high raw vegan kid eats in a day. It's funny that the first clip was already showing pills.
I'm going to the grocery store with my mom now. Mike, come on.
Today, my daughter will be doing her own grocery shopping. I know a lot of you have been asking about her high raw lifestyle, and I wanted to give you a little insight today.
Grapes are sprayed with incredibly many pesticides, even if they are called organic. You can't wash them off. I would only recommend eating wild grapes.
The first step in this process is to teach them how to grocery shop. I don't help her at all in this process. I truly treat her as if I'm not even there. Sometimes I do have to intervene because she'll get
I don't believe that, because if that was true, she would go to the meat aisle 100%.
carried away with her curiosity for new snacks, but for the most part, I let her do her thing. The great part is I shop at Sprouts frequently, so she is familiar with the store. She knows where everything is, and I'm excited because I feel like she is shopping.
Sprouts actually has pretty good meat. I've went there many times. And every kid craves animal fat incredibly much. They would eat meat all day long if they had the chance.
As if she's done it a million times. Most of the items she chose I approved of. The only thing that I swapped out was the green grapes for the purple grapes. But for the most part, I am so proud of how she's taken control. When I was on my juice fast, I didn't share my juice with her. It was a little expensive.
Alright, fruit is good for hydration. It has some useful minerals. But that's an overload of fructose if that's what she's going to be eating for the most part. We'll see, I don't know. But a raw vegan kid, probably.
To sustain alone, so I didn't want to increase the cost by sharing. Now that my juice fast is over, I juice for her daily. Her favorite juice is cucumber and
Strawberries are also sprayed incredibly much.
pineapple juice. Very simple but tasty. Most of her green veggies are served in her smoothies. I found that to be the easiest way to get in her herbs and leafy greens. Her favorite vegetable
Yes, the easiest way, because she doesn't want to eat them naturally, seeing as they don't exist in nature and they are toxic to humans.
is kale. Luckily, I don't have to serve kale in her smoothies because she likes them sauteed. As I mentioned, she is high
We'll
raw,
see.
so I do give her cooked foods such as homemade mashed potatoes, tempeh, steamed broccoli, yogurt, scrambled tofu, and that's just to name a few. Her favorite fruit is strawberries, coconut, and pomegranates. I am in love with the person she is becoming. For
Alright, so she's not even a raw vegan kid anyway.
those who may not know, she is 7 years old, going on 30, and I adore her so much. She was checking in with me a little throughout this process because she didn't think I would have approved of things like raw kombucha or sparkling water, but I reassured her that it's her day to shop and I'm just here to support.
Kombucha is fermented tea, and usually there's caffeine. I don't know this brand specifically, but it's almost always the case. And caffeine for a kid is a horrible idea.
It's time to check out and she's still on duty. She has to unload her own grocery and load them back up herself. The cashier was looking at me crazy for standing aside while
Yeah, like a kid would buy ginger.
she did it, but I quickly let her know that I have a kid in training. Kids need to know how to grocery shop. My mom didn't teach me, unfortunately, but I am teaching mine.
Really? Kids should learn how to hunt or at least gather food as a woman. I understand that we don't live in these times anymore, or at least try to get some kind of a farm if you have the money for it. Teaching somebody how to grocery shop, you can't buy anything good really nowadays there anyway. Then at least go to some local farm with her and buy food there. Of course, they don't sell imported fruits from tropical places at the local farms there.
My lunch is in here, and it's going to be good.
Not only is that absolute malnutrition, seeing as it won't have over 15 micronutrients, but it's also probably incredibly expensive to live like this. Yeah, because she's starving. A normal child should eat meat, enough fat, eggs, and whatnot for breakfast, and then they could go for many hours without feeling hungry again because their body would be satisfied. No normal kid is gonna go crazy over a coconut. Yeah, she loves coconut because she is getting some kind of saturated fat from there, but that's not the same as animal saturated fat. Her body is absolutely starving, I can guarantee you that.
The first thing I will be making is homemade hemp milk. It's a great source for omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. I give Aubrey a glass each day because...
That's not true. The actual omega-3s that your body needs are animal omega-3s, the ones that you get from hemp seeds. Firstly, you can't even get them out of the shell, and secondly, they are plant omega-3, so-called ones, which you would have to convert. And as proven in studies, humans can do that. Ha ha ha.
Like myself, I am being more intentional about her meals to ensure she is getting her daily nutrients. One thing I love about omega-3 is that it increases the diversity of healthy gut bacteria, and it doesn't just support the gut, but your overall health as well. Keep in mind, 70% of your immune system is in your gut. Also, it's a great thing to consume to prevent, treat, or...
Alright, she understands that the gut health is very important, but then again, she feeds her seeds, which I said you can't get the nutrients out of because of the shell. Okay, she used the mixer or whatever it's called. She will get that out of the shell, but she will also get a lot of anti-nutrients, phytoestrogens for a growing girl, 7-year-old girl. That's absolute child abuse.
Or reverse illnesses such as IBS, leaky gut, stomach ulcers, and gastroenteritis.
What the hell are you talking about? This kind of a diet is exactly what causes it. And of course she makes hemp milk because the kid wants to drink milk. Imagine the kid drinking raw milk. Oh my god, she would go absolutely crazy. And you could see the absolute joy, pure happiness, satisfaction on her face, in her eyes. I would imagine that as a mother, that's what you would want to see. You wouldn't want to see your child being tortured and not enjoying her food.
Intestinal cancers. One great thing about hemp milk is that you don't always have to strain it. The creamy consistency from the hemp seeds is useful as well, and a great consistency for smoothies and homemade yogurts. I decided to give our...
Why would you want something creamy? The only explanation for that is that you're craving dairy products. Those are the only ones that are actually naturally creamy.
Aubrey a glass before I started on her lunch that she will be having at the park today.
What does it look like? You're imitating milk. The reason this is child abuse is because naturally she wants to drink milk. Her body believes that it is milk, but it doesn't have over 50 nutrients. That's exactly the problem here.
For Aubrey's lunch, I will be making raw tuna salad. Instead of using nuts, I will be using sunflower seeds. I try to alternate between that and pumpkin seeds. The ingredients are celery, sweet pepper, sunflower seeds, onions, and tahini. This is where the food processor comes in handy. I have no idea.
The seed sludge only has anti-nutrients essentially. It's very toxic to the gut, and she was talking about gut health before, even though she's ruining her kid's gut, and I guess she eats this garbage herself. And all of the man-made vegetables, which don't exist in nature, simply have even more toxins. Celery is going to make you allergic to the sun, for example. You're going to get blisters, eczema, or whatnot.
What I would do without one. In this process, the only thing that I will be blending is sunflower seeds and tahini. I will also go in with my seasoning, which...
Yeah, add some crystallized rocks to it. That's very clever. And black pepper, yeah, makes sense.
Salt and pepper to give it a little flavor. When it comes to Aubrey's meals, simplicity is key for me. I tried to create meals she could easily make for herself in the future. Once it was all nicely blended, all I had to do was add in the veggies. Just that simple. Now, to get the creamy, sticky texture of tuna, just add a little water in the mixing bowl and you have yourself a nice tuna-less salad.
To get the texture of tuna, but then to get a nice tuna-less salad. Yeah, you want the texture, but it shouldn't have tuna in it. What kind of a mental illness is this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, one of the most disgusting things I've seen in my life. I'm really not overreacting. I've watched a lot of horrible vegan videos, but when it comes to the raw vegan videos, they are the worst. And this one, Really, I don't even know what you would have to pay me to eat that. I just couldn't. Wow. I feel sick.
We finally made it to the park. I packed up her green juice along with her tuna salad wraps, grapes, oranges, sweet peppers, strawberries, and dates. She also taught me into making a small batch of raw fudge brownies. Although I brought the brownies with us, I didn't let her have any until later in the evening. The plan was to have a picnic at the park, but it turned out to be lunch by the swings. She didn't want to leave the kids to come sit with me, so I brought lunch to her. She didn't eat much while we were there, but once...
I don't know how long she's been vegan. I don't know this channel, but she definitely seems to have an onset of dark eye circles already, which is really bad at 7 years old.
Once we got in the car to leave was when she decided to eat. I decided to eat my lunch while I was there. I love these tuna-less wraps because they are so tasty and the texture is perfect. I try to make it fun for Aubrey when it comes to her meals. I know being a high-raw vegan can be challenging, especially when you're the only kid and you're seeing your friends eat what they
Yeah, you're the only kid because it's incredibly abnormal.
want. I make sure I include her in everything so that she can see and understand the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. Right now, I can honestly say she is managing it well.
What the hell is healthy about it? If you have to make a tuna-less sandwich because she craves tuna or hemp milk because she craves milk, then it's obviously not healthy because it completely goes against your senses. You said that she's the only kid who eats that way because it's unheard of, even today. And yes, most kids nowadays eat absolute junk, but it's still way healthier than eating food which doesn't have over 50 nutrients. That's malnutrition. And it is child abuse. I understand that she probably has good intentions, even though she's completely delusional, but you still have to admit that it is malnutrition.
And I truly appreciate her efforts in continuing to do so. Dinner was quite simple. I made her a coconut avocado wrap with an apple and a glass of water. I can honestly say I am getting better at rolling up the coconut wraps. I'm a pro now.
I really wonder who inspired her or where she's getting this information that this is somehow healthy. It's really interesting. Must be some other YouTuber or some stupid vegan doctor. I'm curious. Drinking water is essential to a healthy lifestyle. Stephen Curry, I don't know who that is. Drinking water really just mostly dries you out, especially the water of today. Maybe spring water, really from a natural source, may be different. I've had it and it seemed to be different, but overall, I would really strongly recommend drinking blood, obviously, but that's very hard to get nowadays. Raw milk, coconut water.
Last but not least, I am ending her night with a smoothie, and not just any smoothie, a banana smoothie with spirulina, hemp seeds, and dates.
Spirulina has been proven to be very high in toxic heavy metals. Hello, do your research.
In particular, is a potent source of nutrients. It is rich in antioxidants and sharpens your brain power.
What freaking nutrients? Yeah, it sharpens your brain power because it's so toxic that your body is completely adrenalized after drinking it. It's like saying that coffee sharpens your brain, but you should nowadays realize what coffee really does to the body.
My daughter is a piano player, and it amazes me every day how much she has learned on her own without her teacher's help.
I really gotta say, probably not for long. Again, I don't know how long she's been doing it, but she's gonna suffer incredibly bad if you don't stop feeding her this absolutely malnourishing diet. It's not even about the 15 missing nutrients so much, it's also the macronutrients. And she's not getting any animal fat, cholesterol, which the brain is made out of. How do you want your daughter to have a functioning brain if you're not giving her the nutrients that the brain is made out of? It doesn't make any sense. Whoa. Come on, does that look healthy to your natural senses? Should you be drinking some dark green sludge? Okay, then it turns light green. It doesn't look like natural human food in any way, man. It's just so delusional.
All of her meals are consumed
Oh
by
my God.
7:45
Oh my
p.m.
God.
Her morning begins at 6 a.m. and I think it's important that she has a certain amount of hours in a fasted state. This is not only important for adults but for kids too. My goal is to ensure that her body is functioning on an optimal level.
Wait, did she say a fasted state? So she's promoting starvation on top of starving yourself anyway.
It has been a pleasure of mine to share this with you, and I hope that it encourages
At least one drop didn't hit the glass. She's going to be getting a little bit less of it.
you to introduce your children to a healthier lifestyle. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
Hey, she looks sick. Come on. This video was a little bit hard to watch. As I said, the mother probably has good intentions. She's simply misinformed. I don't know where the hell she got this information from, that kids should be eating something that no human ever in nature ate before. None of the vegetables that she ate exist in nature. They are quite literally man-made. No natural human ever in the history of humanity ate that stuff. And actually the fruits are also cultivated to the point where you can definitely call them unnatural, seeing as the seeds are so small and the fruit flesh is very big, so you're getting incredible amounts of sugar, very little minerals. Vitamin-wise, there's obviously nothing in fruit except for vitamin C, but she still kept saying how nutritious it is, how healthy it is for her. The antioxidants are there to protect the plant. They are harmful to humans. Humans throughout history ate predominantly raw animal foods, and if there was nothing else around, then they would eat wild fruit, which you're not eating, or dig up some root vegetables. That was when they were absolutely starving, and you are putting your daughter in a starvation mode on purpose. Wake up. Thanks for watching.